A storyteller. I'm excited for you guys to see him, guys. You can find him on Instagram. Give it for Jonathan James. Jonathan!
Alright guys, quick survey. Now I could tell you guys a bunch of jokes, or I could tell you an epic story because I have a new joke, and I can't tell you the joke without telling you the whole fucking story.
Epic story.
Story. I love it. Okay, so this last semester, I'm in fucking class, right? And I'm speaking with my friends on the chat. We got a little WhatsApp chat, and we hate our professor. So one of the students says, "Yo, I know this website that we could look him up, and we could look up his house and shit like that, and we could, do something illegal." So we go, "Yeah, let's look this shit up." So he starts sharing information in our WhatsApp group, pictures of his wife, pictures of his kids, his house. It's crazy how much shit of yours is on the internet. So I go, "Wow, this is a pretty invasive website. I could probably find my dad on this site," because I grew up without a dad, right? Now, I take this website, and after class, I decide to put my dad's name in, and a couple names pop up. Now, I don't know which one is my dad, so I hit my mom up, and I say, "Yo, do you know what my dad's birthday is or anything?" Because I've been looking for my dad most of my life, right? So she tells me his birthday. It's in April. I put this information in. Now, a couple less names show up. I check them out. One's somewhere in Philadelphia, one's somewhere in Houston, one's in New York City. Shit. I click it, and a whole bunch of information pops up. A couple things are blurred out. For $25, I can see everything. Right? Now, one side of the coin, I've been searching for my dad my whole life. On the other side of the coin, it's $25. So I figure if this website can find all this information, so can I. So I copy every fucking thing on there, and I put it in Google on my own. And something pops up. My heart starts pounding. It says, unityfuneralchapels.com. I click it, and it's an obituary of someone. I read it, and this obituary is telling the story of an amazing man who's traveled the world, played a multitude of instruments, done really cool things. Now, I started playing the drums when I was about 5 years old. I too have traveled the world as a drummer. So I'm reading this story about the stranger who could possibly be related to me. As I get down to it, it says he was a loving father to 3 wonderful children. And then there's some names there. My name isn't one of these names, but there's other names. So if this guy is my dad, maybe one of these kids can help me find out, right? So I hit these kids up. One person doesn't respond. The next person page is fucking private, so I can't fucking find it. Last one, the daughter. I hit her up. "Hey, we may know the same person." She hits me back. Poof. I said, "Is your dad's name so-and-so?" She says, "Yeah, why?" It's my dad's name too. After we share our initial awkward responses, I find out that this is my sister. And I found my fucking family. I've been searching my whole life, and I found her. She's here tonight. Say what's up, Tempest. Mom. This shit is amazing. I'm 35 years old. I didn't get a chance to meet my dad, but I found my family, right? It's been cool. She's been coming out to visit New York. We've been hanging out, and now she's moved out here for the new year. She brought her kids, right? So I get to meet my nephews for the first time. This is where the joke is, because how do you meet your nephews for the first time? And they're 11 and 8 years old. So I meet these nephews for the first time. They're 11 and 8. And I'm telling them about my apartment in New York City and how I have this cool room with video games and a hookup connection where you could put your thing in and shit fucking shows all over the place. And the kids look around and like, wow, this is really cool. Do you live here all by yourself? And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he says, that's sad. I That's cool to have your own apartment in New York. Now, why do I have this amazing, cool room all glammed up and shit like that? Is because I'm also a dad of a teenager. Oh, it gets worse. And recently, over the summer, my son went to visit his mom in Florida, and his little brother's out there, and decided he doesn't want to come back and live with his dad. It's kind of fucked up, right? Now, because he's 17, I can't go out there and pick him up and bring him back. And I can't reason with his mom at this age because we're damn near 18, you know what I'm saying? I done made it this far. So it's like, what do I do when two people aren't really on the same page? The kid pretty much raises himself. And I don't know if you guys know this about kids, but they're stupid. For instance, my kid comes up to me and he tells me that he has a project that he has to do on a famous Latino, anywhere in the history of the world. His choice, Cameron Diaz. Now, I didn't even know Diaz was her last name until I said it, and that's a very popular Latino last name. Does that mean that she was supposed to be the fiery Latina in Charlie's Angels? Oh, the misrepresentation. And it's crazy how Charlie's Angels was the first time we got to see what pimpin' was like on television. I don't know if you guys remember, in 1969, a book came out called Pimp, written by Iceberg Slim. This shit was everywhere. No more than 5 years later, new TV show comes out. What's it called? Charlie's Angels. Even sounds like a strip club, right? Now, both of these things are about mysterious men making women do outrageous things in very skimpy clothing, right? Good morning, Charlie. These are hoes. You guys hear it, right? So, anyway, I let my son do the project. And I decided to look more into this. And although Cameron Diaz is born in LA, her family did come here from Cuba. But they aren't Cuban. Her dad's actually from Spain, so they're Spanish. And the Spaniards are not Latino. Now, Latinos are Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, pretty much anyone who speaks Spanish and doesn't look awkward saying the word nigga. And Cameron Diaz is not one of those niggas. So take it, you know, my son failed that project, definitely. But thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys so much for enjoying stand-up comedy and staying here and seeing me and all of my friends who did a great job tonight. Come support more shows in New York. My Instagram is International EA. I'm always around in the city. Say what's up to me. Make a round of applause for yourselves. My sister, the host, the house. I've been Jonathan James. Thank you guys so much.